Hey, what's up, everybody? Alright, so I'm just gonna wait just to, I don't even know if anyone's even gonna show up to this. But I figured, at the very least, maybe I would have a Q&A for, I'm a newbie, I'm a full-time RVing newbie, but at the same time, I've learned quite a bit over the last couple of weeks. Honestly, over the last couple of months, just trying to get all of my stuff, all of my poop, into a group. So I figured that if nothing else, I would actually, answer any questions that someone might have. And I'm also, at the exact same time, most of you know that I'm a photographer, so I am testing out the Pixel 3 XL at the same time to see, how good it works as a streaming device, right? So I just made myself a bit of a beverage, and I figured that we would hang out and I would answer any questions that you all might have, because I've been having some realizations here lately. I must admit, I am not generally one of those types of people that are sits around and just has epiphanies or whatever, but there have been a lot of epiphanies here lately, as far as going from sticks and bricks to having lots and lots of home responsibilities to coming to this and realizing a lot here lately. So yeah, I am now officially in my, I want to say it's my 9th or 10th day full timing, at least since I've been down here. So let's see, yeah, I officially hit the road 2 weeks ago, but I only got down into Central Florida roughly 9 days ago, or 10 days ago. I can't remember which. It's everything. All the days are starting to run into each other because it's not like I'm on a schedule or anything. I don't have anywhere to be. It's not okay. It's grass cutting day, right? So there's none of that to help you kind of keep track of what day it is, what day it ought to be, what you ought to be doing on that day. I don't know. It's just really weird. So it is kind of an adjustment period for me, because I'm. I was always so used to having so much stuff to do in a day. I'd have to get up 4:30 in the morning, and I would have to, tend to the animals. I'd have to let the chickens out. I would have to, get up immediately after that, after drinking my coffee, and I'd have to work on photography videos for my other YouTube channel. And then after that was all done, I'd have to edit, upload, and then do work outside. I'd have to mow the grass. I'd have to go get the mail. There was just there was a routine, and then there was a schedule, and every single part of that was very structured. So it was extremely easy to kind of keep up with what day it was, or hell, even what time it was. And it is such a different experience now, not having any of that. It's really, really weird. And it's almost a bit surreal, because when I first started, I thought, okay, I'm going to get to go, and I'm going to go get to see some places that I've always wanted to go and see. But I don't think that I was mentally prepared for just exactly what day-to-day was going to be like. Just the mundane, I mean, you still got to do some clothes, you still got to sweep your floor, you got to wash your dishes or whatever. And that stuff is still there, but because your space, at least my space, is significantly condensed, the time that it would used to take me to, say, clean one room, I mean, that's pretty much what I'm doing now. I'm cleaning one room, and the place is not that big. So everything that you still had to do in a regular house, you still have to do here, but the amount of time that you are not wasting cleaning a lot of spaces that you barely used in the first place, it's not there anymore. I don't know, it's just so friggin' weird, man. So after doing it for 9 days, I am literally losing track of what day it is of the week, because whether I'm at an RV park like I am right now, or whether I was out boondocking where I was collecting all of my electricity from the sun, you just get up and you do the normal stuff. You have to eat, and you have to sleep, and you have to go to the bathroom, But I mean, like, when your electricity is literally coming in for nothing, for free, everything else is already taken care of, like your water, your sewer, your trash, everything is already handled. It is quite a change because you are not having to do all those other things that you were normally having to do in a day. So I'm checking comments. I'm trying to check chat. I don't even know if I've got, like, oh, I've got 7 people watching. Hello, 7 people. I'm going to pull up my chat on the computer so that I can see a little bit better of what's going on. Da-da. So, I'm just kind of curious. Did anyone else feel weird about that? Like, when they first started? I mean, maybe you all aren't started yet. Maybe you want to know what it's like to start. I don't know, but if there's anyone... Hey, Mick, what's going on, man? Yeah, so maybe there's somebody that's not doing it yet, maybe wants to do it, and I've got some answers that can help you guys out. Or if you are already doing it, maybe you can give me some tips. It takes so long to get to the chat room on the computer. It really is way faster on some sort of mobile device. It's weird, though. Alright, I'm just gonna pretend like I'm gonna be able to see all of the chat stuff. Oh, here we go. I found it. I'm there. So I'm getting to the chat. Alright, so now I've got chat up on another screen. That way I can at least see when someone asks a question or makes a comment or whatever. Mick says, so have you just been using your phone for the uploads and stuff, or going to public libraries or cafes? Nope, I use only my phone. That's what I'm using right now. You can see the little blue bar up there in the top. So, I've got the unlimited everything on my phone, and I do have T-Mobile, and thus far as being able to access the internet, take my photographs and make sure that I upload them onto Instagram and doing all my videos. Anytime I edit a video, I'm just using the internet that comes with my package on my phone. I do want to say that I am on the T-Mobile business account with my stepdad, my mother, my ex-girlfriend's still on there, her dad's still on there, my grandma's still on there, so we got this ridiculously, insanely cheap package. I think it's the T-Mobile One Business or something. And so my regular phone bill is like $25 a month, right? But I got the international, the Business International or whatever it was, where you add $25 on and you get unlimited hotspot. So that means I can connect my computer and any other device that I own, like my iPad, and it will stream and tether for an extra $25 a month as much as I want. So it was a really, really good deal. I don't know if it's still available. I don't know if they've changed anything here recently. I'm pretty sure they have. There's a lot of people probably jumping on that plan. So my phone bill is only $50 a month. So $25 for the line, and then $25 for the unlimited everything else. The unlimited hotspot, unlimited tethering. So that has been my sole source. I've not connected to a single Wi-Fi hotspot point anywhere. Like, I'm sitting here trying to think. Not even in any restaurants. I've not leached off of anybody. It has always been just my plan with T-Mobile. So thus far, I've been able to go from, you know, the Mid-Atlantic all the way down here to Central Florida, and I have not had to use anything except my cell phone for internet signal. So that's pretty crazy. That was one of the other reasons why I wasn't really all that worried. T-Mobile has vastly expanded their amount of coverage area here recently. And if that merger with Sprint actually goes through, they're going to get access to that 600 hertz band, which is really, really going to help out. Because that higher frequency, it doesn't travel as far, but that lower frequency goes way, way further. So once we get access to all of Sprint's bands, the T-Mobile customers, I mean, we're going to be just fine just about anywhere in the country. Okay, I did actually have one thing that I keep going back and forth. I don't know if I really just want to talk about it here, or if I just want to dedicate an entire video to the topic. I know that some people have been asking me about my campground membership that I bought. I know that a lot of people find it really hard to acquire the information that they need in order to make an informed decision. And I will be honest with you, Thousand Trails does not make that information easily available. Most of the stuff that they advertise, you know, from what I've been able to see, most of the stuff that they advertise is just to kind of like get you in to the system, right? So what they advertise on their website is they advertise their camping pass, which is basically you get access to all of the Thousand Trails campgrounds all over the United States for, I don't know, like $575. But they also have this other thing that you can add on if you want for an extra $200. You can add on the Trails Collection, which gives you access to all of the Encore. Okay, yay, okay. I got it. Sorry guys, I apologize about that. Okay, so hopefully, yeah, I appreciate it. Okay, so as I was saying, they don't make it very easy to find the information that you need, and they also don't advertise anything except for the Camping Pass and the Trails Collection. So the Camping Pass advertised price is $575, and the Trails Collection add-on is $200. So it's supposed to be, like, with no discounts, it's supposed to be $775 for the entire thing. If you get one zone with the Camping Pass and the Trails Collection, $575. But I happen to have like a 20% off coupon, and I applied it, so the actual stuff, the actual Camping Pass for me was $460 plus the $200 for the Trails Collection. And with taxes and everything, it came out to like $730. Okay, so with that package, you are essentially going to get as many nights as you want. 365 days a year in a park, if you want. What happens is that you can do that year-round. You can go from park to park every 4 days. That's the biggest hassle for older folks, you know, so they want the longer stuff. If you're younger and you still have a lot of vitality left and you don't mind packing up and, you know, moving down the street, you know, or whatever every 4 days, it's no big deal. So you will burn up a little bit more in gas, and you won't get to stay in a single place for as long, but at the exact same time, you get to see more stuff. It kind of, if you get this package, which is just the Camping Pass, it kind of forces you to move around a little bit more. It forces you to go to a new place and then go and see what's out there, go and see what's available in that particular area. So if you want to be forced to move around and see things, the Camping Pass is definitely the way to go. I mean, it's a no-brainer. You can literally stay with hookups, electric, water, sewer, garbage, everything. You just got to move every 4 days. That's the only stipulation. That was one of the main reasons why I picked Florida, was because A, it's super duper nice and warm here during the winter, and the other reason is that they have like 41 different parks and resorts in Florida. It is ridiculously easy to go to just about any place in Florida that you want to go, including Key West. You know, all the hot spots, Tampa Bay, Daytona Beach, near the Kennedy Space Station, any of that kind of stuff. They've got a park really, really close to that, right? So I basically wanted to come down here, make Orlando my home base, and then as I kind of thought, you know what, I want to check that place out, I want to go to this place, I want to go to that place, I can go there. I spend 4 days, or I can technically stay up to 14. But if you stay any longer than 4 days, you have to stay out of the system for 7. That's the only stipulation. So you can go 4 days, park to park to park to park to park, no problem. But if you stay any longer than 4, they basically kick you out for 7 days, which is I'm fine with. I mean, I have no problem with that because I've got the solar. I've got a huge fresh water tank in this RV. I've got 65 gallons. I boondocked for 4 days solid and didn't even use a fraction of my onboard water. Okay, so beyond all of that, I know that the way, okay, let's see, B Wood says, how far in advance do they require reservations? You can make it in as little as a couple of days, and you can make it out as far as 60 days. So I made all, like, after I got my membership, I just made several reservations for like the next 2 months, you know, 60 days out in advance. So as of right now, I've got reservations all the way up until like mid-January. The best part of it is that it's not like you have to use your reservation. As long as you like cancel, you know, a couple days, like, you know, maybe you changed your mind. Maybe you wanted to go somewhere else. Maybe you wanted to do something else. You can cancel your reservation and there's no penalty. No, you're a member of this club, so there is no penalty. So it doesn't cost you anything to make the reservations, and it doesn't cost you anything to cancel the reservation. So there's really no downside to just booking yourself as far out in advance as they will allow you to based on that window. So, you know, 60 days, I mean, Jesus Christ. I don't know what kind of situation you would have to be in to not be able to find a place to go and park your rig 60 days in advance. I mean, most people don't even plan that far for like a wedding, right? You know, so it's not that hard to find a place, especially in Florida. There's a million of them down here. So the other thing is that a lot of people do not like the prospect of being kicked out of the system. And the main reason they don't like that prospect is because they do not have the capability to generate a lot of their own electricity unless they're running a generator constantly, which ultimately is going to cost them more. But with the solar system, once you bought the system, it's yours. And then as soon as the sun comes up, you know, based on how much of a battery bank that you end up having, there's literally an unlimited supply of electricity that you're allowed to use, okay? So when you do that, when you own a solar system, like I was cranking out, I had just posted a whatchamacallit, I posted a picture on my Instagram account today, and I was yanking in 28 amps, just over 28 amps, around 1 o'clock this afternoon, you know? So my battery, and I was trying to drain some of it off. I had like a fan plugged in, like that Vornado fan, very high-powered fan. It draws quite a bit. I had my e-cig batteries plugged in. I had a couple of my battery-powered lights recharging those batteries. And I had 2 phones. I had this Google Pixel XL3, and I had my iPhone 10 plugged in, trying to like bring the state of charge down, just to kind of move the electrons around a little bit or whatever. And I was bringing in so much amperage that I couldn't put a dent in my battery system. So 600 watts for the average person. Most stuff is very charge efficient these days. It's going to be really, really hard for you to put a dent in, say, 200 to 400 amp hours of battery storage with 600 watts of solar. Especially if you're running them all in parallel, because you add all that amperage together. It's very, very hard to put a dent in your battery system. Like, it is insane. Like, you can just generate electricity for free, and you have it to use all night long. This has been the most freeing, eye-opening experience I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, it's just weird. Like, I can be anywhere, go anywhere, stay anywhere, and I have electricity. It's just mind-blowing. Technology has enabled us to just go and be like free spirits as much as we want. So anyway, that is the Camping Pass 4,000 Trails. Now, as far as the upgrade, beyond that, if you want to, they've got new names for their packages now. I'm not super duper versed in what all is included, but the email that I got had sort of like, kind of like a little spreadsheet, right? Telling you what you get, what you don't get, and all this other kind of stuff. But essentially, what you get with the Thousand Trails Elite Basic Package, it's called the Elite Basic now, and I think that the next tier up is called Elite Connections. I don't know if they have anything beyond that now, but official price that I saw in the email was $5,995. That's for a brand new lifetime membership. Okay, some people would go, oh, I would never do that. If you think about what it costs per night to camp in, say, like any standard campground, right? It's going to cost you roughly $40 per night. Now, I did the math earlier. After my first 16 days, okay, my camping pass was $460, and I paid $200 extra for the Trails Collection. So for the first 16 days that I'll be down here, that would have cost me, if I was paying $40 on average, you know, most campgrounds cost roughly $40 a night. That was going to cost $640. So within 2 weeks, just over 2 weeks, the whole camping pass pays for itself. That's insane, right? Can I get an amen? I mean, that's insane. You can't do shit. Like a mortgage, in most cases, for a month costs that amount. But you get a whole year of camping where you can find safety of, you know, your hookups, your electricity, your water, your sewer, for the exact same amount that it would cost you 1 month in a mortgage. And I mean, that's a conservative mortgage, you know. In Kentucky, for a 1,500 square foot house on an acre and a third, that's roughly what we were paying. It was $650 a month for our mortgage. You can't do it. You can't do much better than that. Now, the good thing is that because it's a first gen, like if you buy the Thousand Trails upgraded Elite Basic Package, you're a first owner. So that means you could turn around and sell it later on if you decided you didn't want to use it anymore, or if you got older and you decided you didn't want to RV anymore, you can still sell it and recoup some of the money. I even found some used packages on eBay. I was like, holy crap, people are selling this stuff on eBay now. So, but when you do that, when you buy in, you immediately get access to, no longer do you have to move every 4 days. 4 days is out. You know, you don't have to do that no more. You can literally stay at a park of your choice at any time and go park to park. No times out. No time out whatsoever. Every 21 days. You can stay in a park. As long as it's not a high usage season for that particular area, you can stay in the park for 21 solid days. Now, if it's high usage, you get 14 days. But you do 14 days and you can immediately go from one park to another, right? So if you just wanted to pick 2 parks that you really, really liked, and they were, say, you know, pretty damn close to one another, you can literally go from that park to that park to that park to that park. And that's it. Like, it's pretty damn easy. And for $6,000, and like I said, I know that it sounds crazy at the very, very beginning, but $6,000, I mean, if you were paying, you know, $600, you know, every month, that's over $6,000 just for your mortgage, and that's in 1 year, and that is a lifetime membership, so you get to keep that forever. The only thing you have to pay after that is your yearly dues, your yearly camping pass, which is at the moment $575, and that's it. Like, for someone that wants to go see a bunch of stuff, for someone that wants to travel, for someone that wants to go and experience other things, other places, other cultures, and be able to avoid the cold. I mean, just get the hell right out of the way of a cold path. There is no better deal that I've been able to find anywhere. And I looked. I do my research. Like, I am stupid about research. I mean, something as simple as like toilet paper, man, I will compare shop my ass off. Literally. So, everything that I've been able to find, the Thousand Trails Camping Pass was a good introduction. I haven't upgraded. I've still been doing the 4 days. I've enjoyed the pace. As a matter of fact, I get a little bit bored, just a little bit bored at some of these places. You know, of the scenery, anyway. But it has enabled me to, you know, look around, go to different places, check out different areas. I hop in my truck, throw my Segway in the truck, and I get to travel around, look around. I get to you know, I don't know, Walmart parking lot, park my truck there, grab my Segway out, and then I'll just take my camera around and I'll just go shoot photographs for the entire day. Like, just shoot photographs for fun for the entire day because everything else is paid for an entire year. It's insane. Like, I don't know how to stress it enough what an eye-opening experience this has been for me. Being able to boondock or being able to hook up at a park for the amount that I paid for my solar system and the amount that I paid for my 1,000 trails, it is less than like 2 or 3 months worth of just day-to-day in sticks and bricks. And you get to go anywhere. You get to see anything. You get to meet new people. It is just eye-opening. So I don't want to drag it out. I hope that I've kind of driven the point home. I am kind of bedazzled at how much freedom that this lifestyle can afford a person that doesn't want to be tethered to one place, to one job, to one location, to the mundane of the day-to-day. You really can go and be something completely different. It is so easy to do now, and it doesn't cost a whole lot of money. It's very, very affordable at this point. And you don't have to just be stuck if you don't want to be. So, at any rate, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I hope you guys found the information that I gave out, useful. And if you did, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. It always helps. And I will see you guys again on the next one. Peace out.